Hi, welcome to Jazz Hands. Hope you're well. Sorry I've been neglecting you for a little while. I've had my head down just getting some work done, but I'm back now and I've got some more goodies for you. The last post went down quite well, so I'm just elaborating on that a little bit more. I've got 5 separate exercises for you, just really short ones. And I've also done a sheet with a blank line underneath each exercise so that you can transpose them. Now obviously if you want to transpose into all 12 keys, you'll need to print it out 12 times. But hey, that's up to you. I also want to talk about transposing actually, because it occurred to me that there's not a wealth of information on the popular YouTube sites anyway about the mechanics of transposing. So I just thought I'd dive into that a little bit. A lot of us who've had a formal music education, formal by which I mean a regular, consistent and committed regime of learning music. I don't mean classical at all, and usually under a mentor or somebody vastly more knowledgeable and experienced than we are, because that always helps. So during that process, a lot of us learn to do things like interval recognition. You know, for some exams we're asked to talk about intervals, you know, to recognize intervals, and also reproducing a phrase, either singing back or playing back. That's quite often something that happens in exams, but any good tutor is going to go through that stuff with you. I mean, another really helpful set of tools for transposing is your knowledge of harmony. If you've done grade 5 theory, for instance, or studied harmony at school, college, then that's going to help, as are a good knowledge of scales and arpeggios, because of course scales and arpeggios are the building blocks of most music, certainly most Western music. So any advanced knowledge of this is really going to be beneficial to you when you're transposing. But anyway, I'm going to go through one of these exercises now, and then I'm going to go on and do a separate tutorial for the exercises themselves. So let's have a look at the first one. Here we go. I'll just play it for you. One more time. Cool. Well, we'll talk about what's happening there in the next video, but right now I'm just going to talk about transposing it. So what's happening here? So we're on a D minor 7 chord, so we're starting on a flattened 9th, then a natural 9th, 11th, flattened 11th, and then down to a minor 10th, sometimes known as a minor 3rd. Down there it's minor 3rd, up here is 11th. Yeah. So, if we're going to go to another key, let's go to G. So we're going to do a 2/5 in G, A minor 7, D7, G. Cool. So, how do we transpose this? Right. So, in D, we started on the sharpened 9th, didn't we? So let's go to A. Let's find. Oh, it was the flattened 9th, wasn't it? Thanks for telling me. So, what's the flattened 9th of A? It's going to be B flat, isn't it? So, we did the flattened 9th, natural 9th, 11, flattened 11th, and then we ended up on the minor 10th, didn't we? So, by analysing what was happening in relation to our key, I was able to find out how to transpose it by duplicating, doing the same thing. So let's carry on. The next thing we're going to have to do is a triadic. So we're back on the original exercise. We're in D minor and we have an F major triadic figure, which fits in very well with the D minor 7, because D minor and F are very closely related. In fact, D minor is the relative minor of F major. So if we're doing that in D minor, we're going up to the F, upper minor third. So from A minor, upper minor third would be to C. So we're doing a C triadic now. So we have the first bar now over the A minor 7. You with me so far? Good. So now we're on the dominant chord. In the original this is G. So what's happening over that? Let's have a look. Again, we're talking about ninths quite a lot here. We have a flattened ninth, and then major 10th, and then sharpened ninth and back down, and then to the tonic. Flattened ninth, major 10th, sharpened ninth, flattened ninth, tonic. So let's find out what the dominant's going to be in G, which is our new key. So we started on A minor 7, so our dominant's going to be D7, and then we'll end up in G. So D7, so we're looking for the flattened ninth of D7, aren't we? We have D sharp, F sharp, F natural, and back down to D sharp, and then to D. So flattened ninth, major 10th, sharpened ninth, flattened ninth, tonic, just like we did. So far we have yeah. So the rest of this bar is fairly straightforward. Let's just go back to the G chord for a minute. So this is just G dominant, starting with the tonic and back. So if we do that in D7, we're going to be from the tonic, it's just going to be down the D dominant scale, yeah, and back up. Right, so we're on our last chord now, which is C in the original, and it's going to be G in the new key. Yeah. So what's happening in the original? So we're starting on the tritone of C, F sharp, then we're going to the major 6th, sharpened 5th, and back down to the sharpened 4th or tritone. So, and actually this is an enclosure which we'll go into in the next video, G enclosure. So we end up on the G, which is the 5th of C, the dominant, the tonic. So if we're starting on the tritone, let's find our new key, G. So the tritone of G is C sharp, and then we're going to look for the major 6th, sharpened 5th, back to the tritone, and then up to the 5th. Yeah. So that's what's happening, and then the last 4/8 notes are just in the original are a C triadic descending figure, and then ending on the major 7th, starting on the 5th of the tonic. So let's go to G, let's find the 5th of the tonic, which is D. We're going to do a G triadic descending figure and end on the major 7th. There it is. Cool. So that bar is going to sound like this. Yeah. So all in all, it's going to sound like this in G. Yeah, so I hope that helps. I've got some more goodies for you very similar to this on the next video, and a sheet with 5 exercises on it, and in between each exercise is a piece of blank manuscript so that you can write out the transpositions. If you don't want to do it at sight like I just did, you can literally work it out looking at the notes and writing it down for yourself, and then you can play it afterwards. So hopefully that's of some help. If you like, please give me the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And yeah, see you in the next video. Cheers.